Warmer days are on the horizon and pool parties are in sight, but imagine you bring all your friends and family over, you're having a big cookout over the summer, and mosquitoes are infesting your backyard. Of course, no one wants that, so now is the time to get on top of the problem and calling Mosquito Squad. I'm here with Jordan Satterwhite, and you are saving people's backyards, and now's the time to get those services done. So tell me a little bit about your treatment options.
Yeah, absolutely. So if I may, let's get into what a typical treatment looks like.
Yeah.
So whenever our technicians arrive on site, their goal is to establish a perimeter. We have a couple different chemical options that we can deploy. We have a traditional treatment, which does involve pesticide, and then we have an all-natural treatment that is a blend of essential oils that is proprietary to Mosquito Squad. But at this time of year, really what's most important is kind of the pre-emergent or the preventative measure to get the larva. That way they never have an opportunity to mature into an adult mosquito. And that's the best way for us to make your backyard pool party safe, is to get ahead of the problem before we have a significant problem.
And so even though you are named Mosquito Squad, you treat more bugs, more insects.
So we're most famously known for our mosquito protection methods and our satisfaction guarantee. However, we're much more than that. Whenever somebody calls with concerns, our initial goal is to have a discovery process. What's important to you, Mr. or Mrs. Homeowner? What pests are you concerned with? How do you use your backyard, front yard, etc.? A lot of times it's mosquito, but there's some other pests that can be quite irritating as well. Flies, no-see-ums, ticks, ants, fleas, chiggers even. We can help with all of those pests.
Yeah, and I mean, this is like a breeding ground. We are in the Ohio Valley. The weather constantly is changing, so there's a lot of different insects in your backyards. And so you mentioned ticks and fleas, so this is all going to be pet safe, right?
Absolutely. These products are engineered with life in mind. A lot of us have families, a lot of us have pets. It is important to know whenever we're applying the application, we need to have children and pets indoors.
Yeah.
We just need enough time for the material to dry. At that point, it becomes inert, so it's really not harmful, and something that I think provides some peace of mind. A dog, for instance, would have to ingest so much grass or so much foliage that they would actually be sick from the foliage, not the chemicals that we apply. So, and also it's training, right? So we're only as good as the folks that are on site, and we take training super seriously. We're actually in our training season now, gearing up for the season. So we spend a lot of time and a lot of intentionality making sure we've got the right people on site with the right means and the right methods.
You're kicking off your season, mid-March, beginning of April. How many sessions do you need to really protect your yard?
What our typical season looks like for mosquitoes and ticks is we'll begin in late March, April, and then we'll go through October. In Kentucky, which I've born and raised here, love this state, but
Yeah.
one thing that's kind of difficult is we never know what Mother Nature's going to do.
Right.
This is the time of year we get to dress for 3 seasons in one day.
Yep.
So I mean, it may be 70 degrees in October, or we may have snow on the ground.
Right.
So we just try to be ready for whatever our clients need.
Yeah, so really that first step is getting in touch with you, kind of addressing those concerns. And so how can people do that?
Absolutely. We try to make it super easy on the web, mosquitosquad.com, by phone, 502-315-9097.
All right, Jordan, thank you so much for having us out today. Really great stuff. So really, the important step is getting ahead of the problem. So get your service booked today. Just go to mosquitosquad.com.